Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Farrell. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video it's just going to be a quick one, and we are actually going to talk about Summoner's War Chronicles. So I don't know if anyone has played this yet, of the people that are watching. I'll kind of review my experience with it, and if you guys had a similar experience, then I guess I wouldn't call that great. These are the current reviews. 3.9 within 1 month of release is not great. I don't know if this will play here. But yeah, the game doesn't look anything like... Okay, this, I've seen this. The game does look like some of this. Yeah, anyway, I don't even know where to start with this game. So I would say the first issue I have with it is, wonder if I can get out of this somehow. Yeah, okay. The first issue that I have with it is that it didn't do anything new, obviously. Anyone that's played Genshin Impact pretty much understands that the screen in Genshin Impact is actually less crowded. The artwork is visually better. And I mean, pretty much everyone is comparing this game to Genshin, but that's kind of the mark you have to hit. If this had come out 5 years ago, or I think Genshin came out 4 years ago, 3 or 4. I think about three years ago. So if this had come out 4 years ago, sometime before Genshin Impact, I think this game would have done extremely well, or at least a lot better than it is now. But yeah, again, just the artwork in my screen might be making it look more fuzzy than it is. It looks different in game. Depending on the device you have, my phone automatically dropped it to the lower setting, so I don't know what it looks like on its best setting. It doesn't look terrible on the low setting or anything like that. It's definitely still playable. Like, it's not like it's inhibiting the experience, but I haven't been able to play it at the highest quality. This is actually a very accurate screen of how things look. You have these skills that you can use for your main person you pick. I'm pretty sure these are the three that you can pick right up here in the front. You have the tank, you have the DPS, and you have the healer. And basically you play an active role as one of those. I picked the shielder. Maybe my experience would have been different with picking one of these two. The game kind of seemed a little bit figured out already. Even when I started, people were pretty much like, just keep re-rolling for Annabelle. There is a re-roll system in this game if you haven't played it. You play through the first 10 campaign story things, and then you can do your selective summoning, and you can just keep resetting the selective summoning inside. You don't have to re-roll the entire account, which is actually really cool that they did that, but it was pretty much figured out that Annabelle was by far the best 5-star to pick from it. That might change as the game progresses. But the characters in Summoner's War, just your basic Summoner's War Sky Arena, do mostly the same stuff in this game. Obviously the artwork is different. It's an open world RPG. But again, I don't like how cluttered the screen is, because you have a party of 3 here that you can bring along, and you have to use one of their skills manually. I feel like it'd be better for the game, or at least just more convenient for maybe a more casual player like myself, for all 3 of these to be using their skills automatically. You have this bar, this blue bar up here, and that's what allows you to use their skills, your teammate that you're also controlling. So you have to control yourself and one teammate. So I thought that was, it was just a little much for me. The icons, I don't exactly enjoy the icon system they put in here. I think it's just too much. It's borderline Chinese RPG, which is kind of weird. I figured a company like Comtuos would leave the screen a little bit more open. Of course, we're used to Summoner's War, so you have the things just at the bottom. You have monster and shop and a couple of other things down there at the bottom. The battle button, and then on the side you've got all the packs or whatever, and the gift chest, and then the energy and crystals, and then your icons. So it's just taking up less of the screen than this is. This doesn't bother me too much, this corner stuff, but maybe this ultimate skill gets moved somewhere else, and then all three of these control themselves. I just think there are issues with the game, and it is a big difference from just your normal Summoners War Sky Arena, because you're actively playing it. I mean, you actually have to pick the skills you're using. You can't just press auto and it's all good to go. All of the dungeons, I think you can auto it after you beat it for the first time. I'm pretty sure you can fully auto it. I don't think you have to use your main character, but you do have to beat every dungeon for the first time before you can auto it. So that's not a bad thing, but I noticed that the dungeons are on like a daily timer. You'll get like 3 or 4 chances per day for the dungeons, which is also just a really strange deal, moving from Summoner's War into a game where you can only play these dungeons, 3 or 4 times a day. There's a couple of other things. There's like a party raid. It's not like Rift Raid, but it's like a party raid battle with some different bosses, and then you can do that once or twice a day. It just seemed like I only played the game for like 4 or 5 days. I think I logged in for 6 or 7, but I really only played for like 2. Or like, I don't know, I played for maybe 6 to 8 hours of actually playing the game. And it just, a lot of it autos it for you. For being an open world, it seems pretty linear. It just seems like, it really just kind of seems almost like an idle game. It seems like once you get through all of it, it turns into just an idle game, and I don't like those at all. I literally hate idle games. So maybe, I don't know. Of course, this is just the start of the game. They can always turn it around. But yeah, I hate this part where you have to manually select the skills for one of your teammates here, and then there's just too much on the screen for me. Like, this is empty right now, but typically there's a box here showing there's other stuff going on around on the screen. It's not just this. And I feel like this is too much, like just this stuff here. But we can show some other stuff here. Gather, mine, and fish. Nothing hard there. There is an auto button down here. These 2 swords crossing with a circle around it. It auto battles different mobs that are on this open field in different areas, so you can do that. There are ways to heal your team here. I'm pretty sure this is what that healing stuff was down here. I haven't played this game in like 2 weeks. I literally played it the day it came out in the next couple days, and then yeah, again, just kind of forgot about it. There is a PvP system in this game. There is an arena system. I don't believe there's RTA. From what I saw, from my experience playing it, it's just you set your arena and you let it go, which isn't bad. I mean, that's probably the most normal part of this game, honestly, was just you set up your arena team and it plays itself. Minus your main character, actually. Now that I think about it, I think... So something weird happens when you are locked onto an enemy with your main character. It'll continue to use the normal skill, but I noticed that if you keep tapping the normal skill, it almost does like double damage. I don't know if that was just me. If anyone else can say that's totally inaccurate, like the auto skill that it's doing on its own, it's the exact same as if you're tapping it, then that's totally acceptable with me. But it just seemed like you were doing more damage if you were willing to put in the time and actually continue to click this normal attack button here. I don't know if that's just me though. Yeah, again, the world doesn't look like this. I don't know where you get this idea like that. I don't know why they're advertising it this way. You're typically seeing very little of the screen. This is when you choose your summoners. I would definitely not pick the shielder. I picked him and I was pretty much immediately unhappy with it, so that again could be part of my issue. No idea how they got that screenshot there. This does show that this map is open, but again, there's like a reward thing. Maybe it's over here actually, or stuff. There's a bunch of packs already. The first day the game was open, there was like 100 packs you could buy, so wasn't extremely amused with that either. I don't know where they're grabbing all these screenshots. This is more what the game looks like. Like, this is like the maximum amount of possible room that you could see on the map. You can zoom out a little bit, zoom in a little bit. You can zoom in a lot more than you can zoom out, but you just can't really see much around you. You have to just keep exploring. This map here can help you if you're in a dungeon, but otherwise it's relatively inconsequential. But yeah, I think there are definitely some serious issues with this game. I hope they fix it. I mean, I like the Summoner's War franchise, at least artistically. I never even tried Lost Centuria, just to throw that out there. It just looked like Clash Royale, and I didn't like that game much either. I really like these games like that. I didn't like Genshin much either. I'm not an open world RPG guy on mobile. I'm more of a Summoner's War, sit there and grind gacha player. But yeah, tell me your guys' experience with this game if you tried it. If you haven't tried it, even though I'm saying it's not the greatest game, I would definitely recommend trying it. But yeah, I hope they can fix some things and kind of get the game into a better state. I feel like even at release it wasn't just finished even. But anyway, that's all for now. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you everybody next time.